is Ryan Glitch. I have been chosen to be the moderator for this panel, so thank my lucky stars. He doesn't really need an introduction. His name is Jason David Frank, 7-0 MMA fighter, the legendary Green Power Ranger. Let's give a big round of applause for Jason David Frank! Jason David Frank, ladies and gentlemen, Fearless Frank.
Let me see that ball there. Just see one of these. We got these Cincinnati exclusives there. Now you just put it back in the box. It's funny, and they're well made too. I haven't seen it. And I keep shaking my head, yes. There we go. Yeah. Special there. I think they're selling like only $25 or whatever. They're really well made.
I haven't actually had the chance yet.
I did a video too. All right, well.
Hey Jason, did you really being a Power Ranger?
Yeah, exactly. I did that on Facebook. I'm going to post it right now. But guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And we have, if you guys have any questions, right? Get the microphone there. Thank you. You're welcome. Did the group know what you do?
Oh, this isn't about me, but okay.
I know, but I
put me on the spot. I don't know what to do. So I've worked with Cincinnati since day one now, and I run the sci-fi speed dating here. I own the company, and I travel the convention circuit running that at different cons. And fortunately, it keeps me really close to all these big, cool celebrities, and I get to talk their ears off. And finally, they just kind of have to accept that I'm there, and they're not getting rid of me.
I thought it was cool we had the speed dating thing, so I didn't know about that. What booth number, Francis, is the bobbleheads in? Just like
112.
112, like 112, right? All right, guys. Well, if you first of all, you guys, my name is Jason and Frank. 3 first names, yes, very good. And when my wife called me, when we first introduced, I said, "You have reached Jason David Frank," and she thought I lived with 3 people, which is really true. And she was probably disappointed when she came over, but that was okay. What else? I do a reality show called My Morphiing Life. If you have not seen it, it's on Bat and Sun. Thanks. It's on Bat and Sun. White Ranger versus Scorpion you can check out. Green Ranger versus Rhino's coming. Yep.
I'm just going on a record. Green Ranger versus Ryu. Ryu's got no chance. Just say that.
Well, you know what? You can say Ryu, potato. Trust me, I've asked everybody. So what you all want to say, man. It's But we did that, and we did also Tase Cadden, which is a special ops Operation Black Unicorn with Morrison and Jason Font, and it's got to be one of the best fight scenes ever. Like we lit swords on fire, we did fire swords, we kicking people out of midair, grabbing ninja stars. You ought to see, wait until you see the effects. I mean, F-14 airplanes chasing, shooting at me, and the character with Kevin Porter who played Batman and Punisher on Bat and the Sun, he's in it. It was just good acting, good charisma, and it was just it was a lot of fun. So it was cool. But real quick, let me get some energy from you guys so I can post this on Instagram. I do a lot of stuff. Just give me a good cheer on the count of 3. Oh, I gotta switch modes. Alright, here we go. When the camera comes, give me a good cheer. Ready and go. Good deal. Thank you for that. Jenna's sick today. Aww. So if you want to do a video and say get well, I really appreciate it. Ready? Say, Jenna, I hope you feel better. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jenna, I hope you feel better.
Get well soon. What? Get well soon. Get well soon. What? Yeah. Yeah. What? Okay. She's gonna love that, man. Thank you.
I'm really not sure what just happened.
Where we got them, we were like in. Thank you. Actually, I went down to the. I want to go to that haunted boat. You know what I'm talking about? Has anybody ever been in there before? Yeah. It wasn't built just for that? Or no? So they took like an old boat that's about to sink and put some scary people in it. Wow. I might have to go to that. I might have to go to that. Yeah, I might have to go to that. I'll post and let you know. I'll have to go. I'll go in the middle just in case, you know what I mean? It's just to really like show you, you know, you have to show me your break, take me in, you know, I'll just go in the middle, all right? All right, good. And if anyone touches me, I swear I'm gonna knock them out. There's a no, there should be like a no touching rule. There should be, right? There should be, all right. Don't touch me, man. Cool, scary clown. So, also, Super Mega Force, the episode has really been milking it for like a year and a half. It should be released like November 20-something, 22nd. Come on already, I've been like promoting for like a year and a half now. In case y'all have any questions with the reboot, they are rebooting it with Lionsgate. They have been talking to me about doing stuff. I have been talking to them about getting the Green Ranger series, and Lionsgate is putting that on hold right now. I'm just up front because they said they don't want to suppress the appetite of many fans that I have, which is a little disappointing, but they said we'd rather wait for you to be in the movie, and I was like, look, I'm just, you know, not getting any younger here. My fans want this, you know, series, and I would have done it for free, so we did the Back in the Sun, and morphed in it. I didn't say it was morphin' time, didn't say Dragon Zord at all in the Super Mega War, which is a little disappointing, but I did on Back in the Sun, so it was awesome. And so that's trying to cover that. And,
coming soon, the lawsuit. Saban against Bad in the Sun.
well, you know what though? It was Saban approved. I'm approved.
Lawsuit retracted.
There you go. And Casey Smith. So I try to do Saban approved stuff. So everything I do, including My Morphin Life, you can go to PowerRangers.com and look at it. So the easiest way, you can Google My Morphin Life, everything pulls up, and you know, it's kind of like my deep in life. My Morphin Life, or go to PowerRangers.com, check it out. Thank you. I'll be here all. Thank you for laughing. One fan. I'll be here all night. Make sure you take your wafers. What happened to your foot?
From my ACL.
How?
Playing football.
You did? I did mine jumping off a bridge. Hey, at least it's not tripping off a curb. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, the story's interesting. But did you get surgery on it?
Did last week.
Last week. Probably got a good ACL though. Come back 10 times stronger, like Bionic Man. So if you guys have any questions, you see the microphone, it's an empty mic right there. And nobody's on it. So if you want to come and ask a question, you can either ask or come to the mic, you know. Don't be shy. Yeah, come on, and then the Green Ranger behind. The young one, 6
Go to the microphone, form a line, guys, it's cool. Just form a line.
What was it like being the Green Ranger?
What was it like? Well, wearing spandex, especially when it was cold. It was hot. It was awesome. And I have a lot of, I'm the only Ranger with helmet time because I got to fight Jason in the Dark Dimension in my helmet. And it was fogging up and I could not see. And I actually punched him. No, that's not true. You can Google it anyway. What's up, buddy?
How did you become a Green Ranger?
How did I become the Green Ranger?
Rita.
That is true. But I believed in myself, and I trained in karate, and I auditioned, and just wanted to be a superhero. Like, I was your age, I wanted to be a superhero, and I kept telling myself, I can, and I was. So if you say I can't, you can't use those words. Like you say, I can't do this, because then you're just defeating yourself. So you have to always say, I can. Can I hear you say, I can?
I can.
There you go, very good.
I attended Colossal Con this past year, and Johnny Bosch was there. I was wondering how much fun was it working with him in Power Rangers?
I love Johnny, man. Like, I really do. You see, like, a lot of people always ask me, like, what about these guys? What about? I don't like know all of them because the cast was recasted. So I got way more time with Johnny Bosch, Steve Cardenas. So I got a chance to bond. Not like I didn't bond with others, but I tell people it's not integral of every day. You know, like it ain't all happy and fun and Angel Girl, hey, Kimberly, I'm home. No, it's not like that. But working with Johnny, I had a lot of fun. Johnny just got nominated for #1 Best Voice Actor. I did Salt Lake City Comic Con with him, and he does a lot of. Oh, you can say hi to Johnny. I did a lot of stuff with him, and we're working on trying to work on a movie, and it was fun. And we did the My Morphin Life Season 2 finale, which was cool. And you can say something to Johnny and Bosch on recording.
Hi, Johnny.
What's the best thing you love Johnny in?
Isaiah from Durarara.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? How about Bleach? You don't mean it. I don't really know what you've done, but all right. sometimes he's like this, and I'm like, yeah, well, cool. I'm gonna send it to him right now. Go ahead, buddy.
My only question really, I have two parter. One is, where would you have taken the Power Rangers series if you had any say in that or after Mighty Morphin?
I don't know. I think it all worked out for the best, man. Like I left the show just not for any other reasons. In fact, I know it's gonna sound super strange, but I left the show because I was offered more money, and I said no. All I wanted was compliments and pats on the back for my co-stars. Everyone left the show because of money, and I left the show because I didn't want to just be, I just came money. I was like, it's not, like, sometimes people need a pat on the back, so if we're not going to do that, I'm out and done. And I left, and it was complete opposite, but I think it was perfect timing. Reboot came, Netflix. As you know, we talked about, I was here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this, like,
You've been on heavy tour for a very long time.
Before, like, the reboot came out, where everyone's like, "Hey, look at me! This is what I want to do now, right?" And I was like, Johnny drilled the path, and I just kept going and going, and then all of a sudden this reboot happened, and then Power Rangers relaunched again, and I was like, cool, because I was doing it way before with Dino Thunder, building the brand, staying true to what I'm doing, and then now, like, I see on a thing like, oh my gosh, like everybody, the mother's coming out, like, I played this monster in episode 12. I'm like, who are you? Very strange, but I believe, and this is the truth, because we met a long time ago, and I had no clue I was going to ever see you again. I didn't know what you ran, and then you're like on a speed date, and then he's building up his brand. But the good thing is, when I meet people, I try to keep it equal, because I don't ever know when you're going to run into them again. How many people come up and says, hey, I mailed that to you, and you signed it, and gave it back to me, or I saw you in the hallway, and you're nice enough to take a picture, and somebody asked me, like, well, how do you know if the interviews, if they're legit or not? And I said, well, this is what you do. You treat everybody equal. Every interview is the same. There's CNN interview you don't know it is, and then you got a YouTube video, and then you got an iPod podcast. And I think treating people that way is the karma comes back to you every show.
And this is something I shouldn't interject, but I'm going to. There have been a lot of people that want to say, oh, is he really like that in real life, or is it just a Facebook act? And I only know him from meeting him at cons. It's not like we hang out and go out for beers or anything. But I have seen him at probably 50 shows in the last 3 years. And I kind of just keep popping up because of what I do. I'm friends with the promoters. I wind up in all the right places, very blessedly. And I kept running into him like, hey, how you doing? He's like, aren't you? Yeah, it's me. And it just kind of went on. And he would go out of his, and I always thought it was amazing that he would actually go out of his way to say hi. And one day at Wizard World, I was talking to the programming guys. And he came up and he was talking, and he looked over, he's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm good. And he kind of looked. I said, I swear I'm not stalking you. I have my own event that I run at cons. And that was when we really started talking.
Which I didn't really know, and I treat you equal, so I didn't,
Exactly.
And it was one of those things where I was like, wow, I think it's interesting what you do, and anyway, you got an interesting thing, and you contemplate for everyone and all that stuff.
I meet a lot of the celebrity guests, and you're one of the only ones that actually takes your time to talk to everybody. You pose for photos, you sign 20, 30 minutes after you're supposed to be out of there because you want to get to everybody. And I've seen you do that con and con again.
I think it's great to create new fans. I had an older lady in the wheelchair today, like she didn't know what was going on, so I went out there and took a picture. And I'm like, you probably don't know me, man. And you probably don't no clue who I was, but her family would probably go Google it, and then she'll probably be a fan. She has no idea probably what Power Rangers is, and maybe she does. I don't know. But I think doing costume contests and just being out there, and it is true. Like I look sometimes, and 20%, I have bad days. We all do. But I don't like to share that with people because you got the people dragging me down. I film my reality show. There are times where I'm like, oh, just cut the camera, dude. Like, I can't. My wife's like, oh, you should be rolling cameras now. Oh, this should really be rolling. I'm like, shut up, for real. Just cut the cameras. Like, and only if the fans. It's like we all have bad days, and I think that's what keeps you real. Is that I can be real to people and say, this is what's going on. This is why I do it. This is not my job. This is not how I feed my kids. This is extra exciting things. Fighting. I wanted to start amateur. I did not want to get paid. And they're like, well, what do you even guess? Like, I want to
7-0, by the way.
Yeah. I want to start from ground up. Thank you. I want to start from ground up like everybody. I don't want to be treated equal. Everybody wanted to promote me as a karate guy. Everybody. I was like, nope. I want to earn it.
But people don't realize that you've been teaching karate and you've been a 7th degree black belt for how long? People don't realize that. A lot of people think that you just kind of appeared on the show. They don't realize that you had a background before it and that you've created your own form of martial arts. You own karate schools and you instruct. people don't realize that you're in fact legitimate. They see a lot of, outside this world, of course, I don't speak for you, a lot of people, oh, it's a Power Ranger. And that's when you go into an MMA fight, people gotta be, I'm gonna kick the Power Ranger's butt.
It's like that. But you know what? I got so much respect for fighting all these guys like Derek who's in the UFC. Like so many guys can vouch for me because I will walk right into the middle of the worst camp in the worst neighborhood and say, let's spar. And we end up fighting. So I built a lot of respect for going to these types of places where I'm not just, stuck up in a real big gym, paying my money for all that. That's when Jose Canseco came to me and wanted to fight and spar. And it's on YouTube, Jason and Frank versus Jose Canseco. I mean, I punched all the way him out the door. He comes in, he's like, I train. I'm thinking, maybe he does, but he's stunned. I beat him up on YouTube. But anyway, but my point is like staying true to the arts. And I started an online karate class, which is trainmejdf.com. I know it took me a long time to think of that name. But, I get to reach out to all these people and teach. And a quick story, I know we got a lot of questions, but how do you pronounce it? Chi or Chi? Huh? Is that it? Like C-H-E, right? We did Skype training a little bit. Well, Facebook. Or no, Skype. So it was kind of like awkward. We started training. He's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, what's up? All right, let's start training. So this guy really did a great job. Long story, he was dealing with depression and all that stuff, and he ended up taking his life. And his mom called and said, this was the only thing that he loved. Running his garage, half hour a week to train. He did a really good job. And I was thinking, man, I can make a lot of people happy and I can reach everybody I want to from around the world, and people want to train with me. So it's an online social media class at night and we're getting together, but it's a health and fitness channel, it's a coach motivation channel, and the only reason I do stuff is because I'm passionate about it, and I don't care, and this is for you, a lesson, you should not care about the money. If you drive passion, all else will fall in place. That's just the way it is, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's thank you.
I'm gonna cry over here.
The only other question is, we came on Thursday watching skydiving.
Yeah.
Were
you watching like this?
Yes, we were.
His foot isn't healed yet.
I had a broken foot, yeah.
We assumed this was for real.
Yeah, I had a broken foot. I posted on Facebook and, I hate canceling stuff. I was so excited to come. It was the first, event where I was skydiving into the center. My foot, trust me, it's just got out of the boot. I had 2 fractures, torn ligaments, and I filmed the Green Ranger beatdown 2 weeks after my foot. I wasn't in the cast, and I did the best I could, but, I just kept pushing through until the doctor's like, look,
Here.
Yeah, well, thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Sleeping bags?
Yeah, just for you.
Oh, wow, good bags. Awesome.
God, I want one of those. I want mine green with gold trim though.
That's true. You gotta sit in the orange one and be like, be like the annoying orange. Just go in the hallway and just start messing with people all day. Like, shut up. Go ahead.
Super humbled to be asking you these questions, or this question. Huge fan of your work. Man, I'm not gonna say flabbergasted, I'm not even gonna say that. But anyways, getting to the point. Been a huge fan of yours in terms as far as martial arts background, and definitely a big fan of how you condone yourself, give you the level of humility and humble character that you have as far as your standards and morals. In regards to that, with the martial arts, what styles of martial arts?
I don't know. Hey, we just gotta stay focused, I guess.
I was about to be like, what style of martial arts you got there? Okay. Okay, so what style of martial arts have you taken?
I started in I have no clue what's going on. Do the little dwarfs start popping out? Okay, popping out and entertaining us, that's fine.
I'm like,
The Oompa Loompa or something. Thank you. Well, I'll try. I mean, dude, I'll probably break my foot again.
It's stage hack.
I just think I'm gonna trust this thing.
Hope it's made in America.
America!
See, you got to see him skydive.
That's about all the free flow we got.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to fly and jump after this.
Dude, I'm so glad I'd be able to trust that thing.
But what styles of martial arts did you practice in, and what all in terms of core value did it teach you?
I started a style called American Style Karate,
Okay.
which was like UFC. I mean, it was a combination. I feel I had the best karate schools of all time. It's called Red Dragon Karate. We were national champions. We all were the best. My instructor's name is Chris Casamassa, who actually played
Scorpion.
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Right.
So when it came to White Ranger versus Scorpion, I was like, no, that's my instructor. I can't kill him. So I was so glad it was two.
Come here, Jason.
Get over here, mister. That's what I would say. Get over here. 10 push-ups. You know? Martial arts taught me a lot, you know, and to respect the martial arts. And, you know, people came, who's the guy that bowed and trains here? Anybody, is he in here? Anyway, he came up and bowed and said, I respect the arts, and that just is a secret not a secret underground, but like, you know, it's that respect.
Yes, sir.
And I just think it's great, man. So it was American style. So when all these people were doing all this stuff, I was a black belt. It took me 6 years to get black belt. I knew 52 open-handed katas, 16 weapon katas, from manrikis to broadswords to samurai swords to double nunchucks, to jodos to tonfas. I mean, I had to perform everything. So when I'd hang with another person, they'd be like, hey man, are you a black belt? You know, they're like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Hey, let's practice tonfas. They're like, I don't know what that is. I was like, well, how long have you been training? He's like, 18 months. I was like, what? That got ripped off. You know what I mean? Like, it took me like 6 years to 8 years. So I definitely don't come from like people call McDonald dojos where they just pump out karate people. That's not my school. You know what I mean? And I say you gotta stay. You have to have mat time. That's why I say when I sharpen my sword, I was just thinking, and I'm ready for battle all times, little by little. And they hang on the walls and they admire. Or like, you know, me and Ryan are chopping a tree down, and he's, and I'm just like. I take my time and I sharpen it, and he's burning himself out. He'll never chop the tree down. Not because he's losing energy, because his axe is getting dull.
Hey.
Well, in that case, you can chop the tree down in no time. Darn it! I lost.
I'm sorry.
That's a good one, though. Should have been Star Wars.
There's still time.
Wanted to actually apologize to you too about about asking at the panel where you were doing photo shoots and everything about doing a tornado kick on the panel.
Oh, no,
I totally forgot about that.
Dude, I would love to do it. I would love to. All right. So, yeah,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Next.
Alright, so I watched like a ton of the Bat and Stun stuff, or Bat and Stun stuff all the time, you know. It was kind of one of those things where I was just like, oh hey, I kind of like watching superheroes fight each other, and then I just saw it, so big props to them, and I'm glad you work with them.
Me too. Actually, if you haven't seen Bat and the Sun and Superhero versus Superhero, it's cool. The last one was Kick-Ass and Casey Jones. But Kick-Ass is so annoying, dude. So annoying.
I don't work with Bat and Stun, but seriously, I will promote it. It is one of the best YouTube series.
Dude, it's got 7,000. My White Ranger versus Scorpion has 7 million, not thousands, 7 million views.
Yeah.
I walk into a place and they're like, dude, I saw you fight Scorpion. That's the impact it has. It's like, well, what about Ivan Ooze and all the other stuff? You know? That was an awesome fight with Scorpion.
So basically, my question is, out of the 5 Power Rangers you've been, you ever thought about doing a superpower beatdown where all 5 of them fight?
The problem with that, from my understanding, is like, it's just the production-wise, you know, like Bat in the Sun, we film that for like hardly anything. They're really coming up now, but I think it's just the special effects and stuff like that. I don't really know, like, you know, he has votes on who they want to fight, you know. I mean, I'd like to fight the Turtles, you know, all of us like them.
Who do you think would win out of the 5?
Dude, I think the last shot should be all the Rangers. Mighty Morphin sitting around a big bowl of turtle soup. I got to see the shot now. All the shot, and Steve's soup. Hey guys, you know, us trying to eat soup and it's not going through our helmet and stuff, jerking off. Because we got no mouth and it doesn't move. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Oh, thank you. A big fan, always have been, also a big fan of wrestling. I know recently, well, a few years recently, that you and CM Punk have been verbally sparring back and forth.
I don't think he was even like responding back to me. The point was like, I don't think anyone understands. CM Punk's a great guy. You know, hugging him and hey man, what's going on? But in his panel, he was basically like, I'll fight him. And then it started this kind of crazy thing, and I was like, in this industry, you gotta be careful because if you say, yeah, I'll fight you, it's a done deal. So I thought, you know, I got to call my manager. I was like, this is great. We got a big, huge deal, and then he just disappeared. Like, you know, he was at Chicago Comic-Con in Wizard World, and I didn't even see him. Like, he was like hiding or something. Like, he was there. Hey, yo, Tommy. What's up, buddy?
I would like to ask you a question, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Jason David Frank. I'm just so excited to be here. And
What's your question?
can you do it Morphiing time one time for me, please?
Alright, I guess I can. But I hope you've been watching the show, and I hope you can show me how to do it, because it has been 20 years.
20 years. Oh, maybe I can do it with you.
I guess. Let's do it together. Now, you can't forget your lines because it's on your T-shirt. So I hope I don't accidentally say that.
I have not seen this brother all weekend. I got him so busy. Damn. You have to return my phone calls. Man, I want to say something.
Well, it's because we don't have the Samsung watches. That's the problem.
I know.
Because, usually I talk to Zordon, and we did the Samsung thing. We didn't get him. That's how Zordon will communicate now. He'll communicate through Facebook and Skype. So it's pretty annoying. All right, so
He's
now.
one of your Facebook friends, isn't he? So that.
He has now. I just saw a picture of him, and I was thinking, like, I don't think I ever met Zordon. Have we? I mean, but on afterwards, like when we started first filming, like I didn't know who the,
I think
we knew
he
who he
came
was.
through one day like, hey,
Yeah, but like he just, like I was imagining a big floating head. Like how easy is it to make a Zordon? You just need a head. And I did see that in the shop the other day, and it's just a head. I was thinking, wow, that's so easy to make a toy, and it's the same. It's just a head.
You make it.
All right, so we're about to morph.
Do you guys need the morphers?
Huh?
I've got morphers. Do you
Have
want
this?
Yes. Wow, somebody came prepared.
At least someone did.
Yeah, where'd you leave yours, guys?
Hey, we can't come through airport security with that, all right? It's been a while. It's morphin' time. We sit together, we say it's morphin' time, and he goes and I go, 1, 2, 3. It's morphin' time! Mastodon! Dragon That's a one-take deal right there.
I remember mine. I just wanted to pop through and say hello. And
Come on, buddy. Get a chance. I know he's over there.
I'll have my panel tomorrow, so see you all.
Now, I got a question. What is you gonna throw this
I
out?
have a Team Master shirt, and I would like you to throw.
All right. Now let me just tell you real quick. I know. All right, but I'm gonna tell you a story. You did the Miami show, right?
Yeah.
That was it. Supercon. What was it called in Miami?
Supercon.
Supercon. Yeah. So I threw a shirt out in the audience, and a fight broke out. Like a real fight. And I swear it was like they were spilling their beers, and I was thinking, oh my God, 20 years later, whoever would have thought these kids at Toys R Us were fighting with a beer? Hey, that's my shirt. I had to go out and go, dude, stop. Actually, I wanted to be like, fight! No. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of do it like this wedding thing, alright?
Oh.
You'll be an honorary mastodon.
Somebody's gonna die.
And just, I gotta do it like a bride. I know that's so whatever. Alright. Alright. In the front row? Dude, my arm ain't what it used to be, I'm sorry. Alright. But check them out. Thanks guys, thanks for coming. See you, buddy. Alright, now who's morpher? Is this yours? Alright.
Not anymore.
That's the morpher has secret powers in it now. Alright.
He's actually gonna go home and morph and not know what to do with himself.
Holy crap! What happened? Gotta hang on the wall and show the video, but like, there's proof. Now, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry.
All right, we gotta go a little quicker on the questions because we are low on time.
Hi, I actually met you at the con in Michigan. I was dressed as your horror from Star Trek. But I actually met Johnny Young Bosch about a month ago, and he told me to ask you, did you really fall out of a tree? as he was boosting you up.
Dude, that was his fault. We talked about it. And when you watch the episode, we argued on the episode. It's season 2. You'll get a chance. We sat down and finally had a face-to-face about it. You know the hardest thing for me, and I'm just gonna get this out right now. It's so hard when everyone like asks me like, pick your favorite Rangers. Pick only 5. It's like 100 and something Rangers. You know what I'm saying? It makes it really super hard, especially when there's people that's been replaced, like Steve Cardenas, a really good friend of mine, and they see stupid stuff on like Facebook and you suck. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, respect everybody. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that it's super hard. And I was just saying that because I'm really good friends with Johnny, and then I see Walter, and there's the awkwardness of like me being there and the cast replacing cast members. It's super strange for me. You know what I mean? That's why I say it wasn't Angel Grove every day. It really wasn't. It was strange, but now to see everybody get along and all that stuff is good. I just travel a lot, and I've been booking shows. Like I'm booked out like almost a year and a half, 2 years. So there's a lot of shows that I can't make, and it'd be great to. People are asking when they do a panel. Like I want to do like if it was up to me, like I would pick some kind of like cool charity and do like. But I want everybody to donate their time, including Amy Jo Johnson. And I just wouldn't. For real, originals. We would donate, like, have an on-site person to, like, a cancer site or whatever it is, and just donations only, and not make a big thing out of it, because I feel like I work for free at these shows. Like, you can buy stuff or you don't buy stuff. That's just how it is. Like, I don't get an appearance fee, and I just would hate to see a producer or promoter jack it up. Oh, they finally get it. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do that to my fans. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what they would do. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I'm hoping one day, like, we can find a charity thing, and I hope Amy, because she says she's not doing any more shows. She'll do Lexington, but like I really wish I would do a show with her, and come out. And for whatever reason, I think she's super busy and has, and
well, she's a director now, and she's got a music career.
Yeah, but still, I would still, if I was the Pink Ranger, I would probably do a cancer awareness thing because I was pink, like every year. You know what I mean? I think that was cool, but the problem is I'm only pink on the weekends, like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's the problem. It's only Fridays. No, but thank you.
Hey, I saw a little bit of an interview with you on YouTube, and it was talking about like the series you liked and didn't like on Power Rangers. And it said I didn't see the whole thing, but it said you really didn't like Zeo that much. Like, what was it? I like Zeo personally. What was it about Zeo you didn't like?
It wasn't like every Ranger started to get more popular. My brother worked on Zeo, you know what I mean? And I liked it. It just was super weird. I had like no wings or vest shield. Like it was funny, like I thought it was great. I just think that like the first thing, it really just scars your heart, you know what I mean? Like right now, the love story between Tommy and Kimberly, you can't go wrong with it. It was scarred your heart with it. Oh, broke up, the Tommy and the Kimberly were so awesome. And so like I think the Green Ranger overall became like a pop culture figure. And now the White Rangers were like every time you talk about Power Rangers, regardless of I'm the actor, you think Green Ranger, White Ranger. And I mean, I know for the last 3-4 years I've been promoting it and supporting the brand, but even before then, they would only put like 2 or 3 in a box. Then you go to Hot Topics like Green Ranger. Then you have this ad. It's the 23rd anniversary White Ranger in the middle. You ain't even red. You know what I mean? So the way that they branded it and stuff like that, it's just I think they kind of like brainwashed me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like green, white, green. But I'm starting to bring them all back. I do want to bring them all back. And the turbo wasn't an issue either. I just had to share my spandex with TJ, man. And it's like we're wearing the same underwear. So I didn't want to claim it. So thank you.
So this summer, my girlfriend and I actually went skydiving for the first time.
Oh, where's your Pink Ranger girlfriend? And she's wearing pink. I know that because I see him at the table. I love it. You didn't see his cosplay. Got the white boots, white pants. Did you make the scarf?
I did.
I made the scarf. Very unique looking.
It's got green on the back.
Oh, it's got green and very unique. Now people are probably gonna ask you to buy one on your Facebook.
I mean, if you guys want one, I mean, I'll give you one.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I did. I'm a cosplayer, $20.
Hey, so that's
he's got that professional cosplayer shaking down.
So listen, we did not plan this. I don't think we're like in the cahoots together because we're not. I just think it's interesting. But go ahead, you all went skydiving. What was your experience like?
Breathtaking. It was fantastic.
Told you.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying?
Like watching that movie, the opening scene over and over again, that's what basically made me want to do it. But how was your first skydiving experience?
Thank you for asking, man. I got over 1,000 jumps. I got over 40 hours in the wind tunnel. My wife's phenomenal, awesome skydiver. She'll blow everybody out. They're like, we have a team. And so anyway, my first jump, I've never had a tandem. She did, but I didn't. So I just went and did a solo. It was petrifying. I was like, oh my God, I had a little airplane, but I just got hooked with that. Ooh, that was scary, but I gotta do it again. oh, that's scary, and I gotta do it again. I gotta get over it. Now, like, you know, me and my wife were like sleeping on the way up there, and new people would be coming over like, time to jump. Oh, yeah, because we do like 10 to 20 jumps a day, you know what I mean? So, and it's not the roller coaster feeling, right? It's like flying. It's not that it's, you know, it's like, whoa, you're flying and stuff. And so it was an amazing experience. Now, Tammy's first jump, I came to Houston, and all the guys were like, hey, what's up, baby, you know? We do a jump, and I was like, oh, my parachute wasn't packed. And I was like, well, I really want to go with her because, like, you know, she's on the plane with 3 guys, and they're going to be like, oh, let me sit right here and let's skydive, you know. So those guys didn't want me on the airplane, you know. They're like, sorry, I can't pack your rig. I'm like, dude, I'm going with my girlfriend. You know, I'm getting it. So I grabbed the rig, and it was like the biggest parachute. Like, it opened, and then, like, the whole earth was like a shadow. And then, like, I was trying to get down, it was like, you know, so I got video, and I'll post it, Tammy's first skydive and my first skydive, and, you know, and then I stopped for a while, you know, just because it was nerve-wracking skydiving with her. Like, I was more like watching her parachute's open, okay, good, and just, you know, pull my parachute, you know, so, but it was awesome, and if you have never skydived before, and you're petrified of skydiving and your fears, I'm telling you, I promise you, when you do it and get over those fears, you will have the most, oh my God, like, there's no feeling in the world that like it. And so I think it's like an accomplishment feeling every time I do it, you know, like, and stuff like that. So, and the statistics in skydiving, you're most likely to get stomped on the dragon sword out there in the street to die, you know, I mean, if you're smart about it. So I'm glad you skydived, and welcome to the skydiving world. Post that on my page because I like to, you know, keep contact with you all.
Did you ever get used to the I was not ready for the sensation of when the parachute opened and all the straps were just like, yeah, right on.
Hey, family show, family show.
Yeah, and it's a good thing they weren't under the strap because that really it's known on skydiving for that to happen. It's called the word, but I can't tell you. So we all gotta look out for it, man. We're tuck it in. So,
next victim, thank you.
Thank you. Most never had that question answered. Glad I could help.
I don't even have a response.
Last year, David Yost was here, Blue Ranger, for anyone not.
I just texted him today, and he was supposed to come. You know, I invited him and Walter to come, and he was busy, but I just texted him. I talk to him all the time.
And so I asked him, now you were on the show longer than any other Ranger, and he said, well, I was, until Jason David Frank, that bastard.
That sounds like David Yost's panel. Yes.
So I'm curious, when did you realize that you had taken the record for longest
You know what?
show?
I tell people, and I think this is like what I think. Like, people think about, like, well, do you have, you know, this future, what would you think 20 years from now? And then, you know, a lot of people have regrets for leaving and not doing the movies and not, but for me, like, I live day by day, and I put as much passion into the day to have a future. And sometimes you don't put the passion in the day, which makes you lazy, and you don't strive for your goal, and then you're like, oh, you know, 10 years from now. So each day, I was hired for 10 episodes. Each day I did the best I could. Then other people wanted to leave the show for politics. Me, I was like, I'm fine. We're trying to better the show. Don't mess with me. I'm fine. And so I stayed there, and I put passion, and I never wanted to be the leader of the show. That was not my intentions. That I created that spot just based off my character. So, you know, it was like I didn't want to take someone's spot. Tommy created his own spot. And that's how I became the leader on the show. It just, you know, and it was one of those things, and I am the longest running because you got to look at the seasons, MMPR, Zeo, Turbo, thanks. Turbo, Black Dino Thunder, and now Super Mega Force, The Returns of the Green Rangers. So yeah, it's like I'm the Snoop Dogg of Power Rangers, you know, the original rapper. You know, I don't rap, but you get it, you know. Thank you.
What's your favorite episode of Power Rangers that you were?
Fighting Spirit. It was awesome. On Dino Thunder, I liked it because I was in the hospital and I was sleeping for the take, and it was the best acting I've ever done. And the easiest.
Of the ones you did, which is your favorite Power Ranger and your favorite sword?
Favorite Power Ranger, I like the Green Ranger. White Ranger suit fit a little bit more comfortable. Green Ranger wings, I can mess with people on set and poke them in the eye like David. Favorite Zord probably would be the Dragon Zord, just because it looked cool and it came out of water and it was like, you know, stepping on like a Japanese town like you know, Godzilla. Of course the Falcon. I would love to have that and skydive out of it, but then I wouldn't know how to land it. That's the problem. But yeah, that would probably be what it is. Thank you. He's like, dude, you didn't even answer my question. And then we'll do the last questions, right? Okay.
Okay, well, a lot of people don't know this, but you were actually you were actually the lead role in Cybertron, which eventually became VR Troopers.
Yes.
How did that fall through?
Man, we ran out of Japanese footage of the Green Ranger. They said, hey, you're just really popular. Like, we love your work and all that stuff. We want to offer you your own show. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, had a stage next door, had my own show. We did Cybertron. They sold it. Said, you know, Green Ranger, popular TV show, and so they sold it to 60% of the world. And I thought it was a go. And when they told me, you know, when we're doing the White Ranger, I didn't know which way to go. I was a little disappointed not having my own show, and then they added 3 other people to Cybertron, which was VR Troopers. So they were talking about Brad being the White Ranger for a little bit, and I was like, you know, I'll do it, man. Like, I think it'd be awesome. It was really their decision. So I went there and did the White Ranger, the highest rated episode, floating from the sky. Only thing missing is the soundtrack. Guess who's back? Back again. Tommy's back. Tell your friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Suckers!
That was the coolest thing ever.
Not really a question. My son's the one that was up in the Little Green Ranger.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you, first off, for being such a great guy, especially to him. I watched you when I was young.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's great. You know, growing up, I've always been a Power Ranger fan. Green Ranger was always my favorite. My son watches the series over and over and over on his
back there going,
yeah, pretty much.
I still remember being the kid. You can admit that it's you that watches it over.
Well, hey, there's times when people, there's times when people come to my table and totally cool, like bigger dudes than something. Here for my son, and they're like, I don't even watch this show. You know, I swear it's so funny. I go to my karate school and they're like, can you take a picture? I'm like, oh sure. I pose with their kids and they're like, no, not them, me, man. No, you say that, right?
I still remember that feeling when you floated down as the White Ranger. I remember as a kid that feeling when you took your mask off. It just blew me away. It'll stay with me forever. But I want to thank you for being such a cool guy. You took a video with my son earlier. You said you would post it on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna edit it.
I just wanted to say thank you for being so good to him.
Oh, well, thank you, buddy. It's like, I feel like, I won't even say it's my duty or job. It's what I do. My martial arts. I'm a martial artist, and I'm a hero to many kids before I was even the Green Ranger.
As I told you before, you are his childhood hero.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, buddy, in the back.
Yeah. We got the last 2. Dun dun dun.
Thanks for yesterday.
You're welcome.
No, you signed the picture for me.
Okay, yeah.
My friend was like so obsessed with me having you say that you wished her happy birthday or something, and she just wanted me to get it on film so that she could tell all of her friends about it in North Carolina.
What's your friend's name?
Ginger. She was first to
Yeah,
like it.
I used to love Gilligan's Island. Ginger.
I love you, Ginger.
You ready? You rolling?
I am now, yeah.
Hey, Ginger, Jason and Frank, and we're at Cincinnati Comic Expo, and I just wanted to give you a shout out, send you some Green Ranger love. Are you ready? Can you feel it? Can you feel that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now this, you need to see the White Ranger baby. She's sleeping now. This is the White Ranger baby. I took pictures and all that good stuff, and it's very awesome. First time I've ever seen a little baby cosplaying.
This was made in one night. I made this last night.
Oh great, now people are gonna be selling bandanas in there. We're like, you're gonna have backup orders like Anakin. You know Anakin, the cosplayer who makes the Power Rangers? Like, he's just so busy. He does great work, but he should have a factory now pumping those things out. But go ahead.
My question's kind of weird. Do you have a favorite tattoo?
A favorite tattoo? Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Jenna's obviously my favorite tattoo. She's on my chest. But I have this samurai guy that I was trying to find the story. I got it out of a Japanese book, which I really don't talk about, but he's a samurai guy with a broken sword and a broken bow staff and smoke coming out. And basically it's a true story where he led a small group of guys to go into this Japanese empire place or whatever and fight thousands and thousands of people. And he told his team, basically, I'm fighting thousands of people. Are you down to go in there and give it out, give your heart out, and fight as hard as you can? And he did, like with 20, 30 crew, and they fought their heart out, and I just thought that was like, wow, like he didn't run from that. Like they were true to what they believe in. And that's what I try to tell people is that you gotta believe what you believe in. And there's no one, I'm telling you right now, and you know this, there's no one that will believe in you like you believe in yourself. Because I guarantee you how many people speed dating, that's dumb, that's never gonna work, or cosplay. I get that all the time. Like I went to New York Comic Con, they said, you're not gonna have anyone. You're up against 100 celebrities. I'm up against big celebrities. You can see on my Tennessee Tennessee post, but Wizard World, I'm up against big celebrities. He knows I always have
He's always
good,
got the
loyal
line
crowd.
back.
Huge, loyal crowd.
There was
And
more
ask me how-
people in New York last year. There was more people waiting for you than were waiting for Stallone.
Yeah. And you know, the cool thing was, Stallone was like freaking 800 and off, 400, but the point was like, it's great. And I tried to leave, everybody got to leave happy. You know what I mean? And that's why I have no fear of posting, hey, what free stuff did you get? Did anybody get any free stuff at the table today? Free pictures, autographs, signing, all that stuff? Great, made me look stupid, 4 people. Anyone else? Who's been at my table? All right. So I make sure people leave happy. We took a picture earlier, right? So I make sure you cosplay. I'm gonna tell you right now, cosplayers, and I know we gotta go, but the cosplayers make a show. And even if you're, for real, because, man, like, how many times do cosplayers get stopped and asked for pictures? And if they did not have that in the crowd while you're waiting in someone's line and looking at the cosplayers, the Comic-Con would not be what a Comic-Con should be. That's why I judge costume contests and I say, hey man, you did great. No, I didn't make it. It's like, dude, even if you bought your suit on eBay, to come and dress up as a superhero, to relieve all your pressures and just come in here and live your dream is what Comic-Con is all about. You know what I mean? So,
thank you very much for your time, Jason. We appreciate it very much. A round of applause, make some noise. Jason, thank you.